نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإنك لعلى خلق عظيم صدق الله العظيم. Honorable judges, my dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I stand here today to deliver a talk on the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Seerah. I started off with this one ayah, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O you Muhammad, I have given you an exalted standard of character. Brothers and sisters, what is character? Character is a beautiful quality someone is born with. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born with the pinnacle of character. All of his beautiful qualities are mentioned in the Quran: his honesty, his integrity, and his equality. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used all these beautiful qualities and lived the first 4 years of his life in Makkah peacefully. And these were the most darkest times of humanity, where people used to kill and fight for the most simple reasons. People used to worship idols and bury their female infants in the epicenter of the Muslims, right in front of the Kaaba. And in all of these times, there was a Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who contemplated and asked these questions to himself: where is humanity going? What is my role in this world? And one day, it came up here, Angel Jameel came up to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and gave him the revelation: Iqra, read. From that moment on, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was worried. Imagine all the struggles and tasks he was about to face as the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went on top of the mountain and in front of all the people of Makkah, and he said, if there was an army behind this mountain and they were about to attack, would you believe me? They said yes, and they mentioned all of his beautiful qualities. Then the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Qulu la ilaha illallah tuflihun," say la ilaha illallah and come towards success. From that moment on, they turned their backs against the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They cornered him, they isolated him, they boycotted him, and they drained him mentally and physically. And not only him, his companions were suffering from the same actions. When the kuffar knew that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would not pray, they gave him bribes. They said, "We'll give you money, we'll give you kingship, we'll give you power." The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam narrated, even if he had the moon on one hand, he would deny it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, look at the resilience of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and look how he stood by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's message. Instead, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam turned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, surely with hardship comes ease. That comforted the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the entire Muslim race knows after that initial period of struggle in Makkah, he migrated to Medina and he found ease there. He found spreading the message of Islam easy there. And his armies won most of the wars that fought in it. And eventually, in all of those times, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam completed his message. Brothers and sisters, before I conclude my speech, I leave you with one word of advice: struggle the way forward. We can make a difference. With the recent happenings of Islamophobia, we have to go out there and be active and stand against this oppression. And we should not have this mentality: what can I do? I'm one person. Look at the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When he first started out, he gave the message of Islam to Khadija and a few companions. Fast forward to today, there's 1.6 billion Muslims in this world. Subhanallah. Brothers and sisters, if we follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's blueprint, we can be successful in this world and in the hereafter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala